Welcome to BP Farming. Today I'm going to take you down. We're going to do a little hauling. We're actually at a flat basis. Gives us an opportunity to move some grain. So take that while the weather's still nice any day of the week. First things first, we'll pull in and get the truck started. Our 04 is down right now. We broke a spring hanger. Had to do a little welding back there, and we're waiting on U-bolts. Brennan's already got us fired up. We usually put off leaving until after the first guys get through the line. We don't like to set over there, so we let them open up. Brennan's got the trucks fired up. We usually go around and do a quick inspection. You'll find things. You always have to walk around. It seems like there's always something. Trucks have been interesting this year. Our 04 lost a transmission during harvest. We've had 3 semi tires, 2 tractor tires, 4 brake drums, 6 sets of shoes, and I believe 12 airbags. So the semis have been a little bit of a handful. They kind of go in phases, it seems, but we're getting on top of those. Hauling season's upon us, so we're ready to go. Had a tire we thought was a little low, wasn't. Luckily it's not a far drive. Our Poet plant's just a couple miles from home here. We're pulling out of our 2 biggest bins, our 48-foot, 72,000 bushel bin there. And we're also pulling from our 60-foot 14 ring. 140,000 bushel bin over there. So we pull from more than one bin, and we typically core all our bins after harvest. Makes it nice when we can get a good basis early on like this. We're set on fiscal years that end before December 31st. So typically we try to shoot for December as kind of a hauling month. Get the bins cored and pulled down, then we know what we've got. As soon as you get the cores out of the bins, you got temp cables, and we feel safe going on into March and even hold some into summer. Depends on the season. I'll hop out and take a look at our 04. Did some welding on where the spring hanger is. I'll share that with you before we take off here. Our 04 went down the other day. Got it up on jack stands. So right here, the bolt that comes up for the springs sets in this hole. Well, that was gone. So we welded a new top plate on. Brian got this all prepared. I did a little welding, and we've got parts on the way, new U-bolt. We should be back ready to go. We try to keep our trucks up nice. We've done the wheel seal on this one this fall, so hopefully this is the last of its problems. Our 2008 here, it's kind of next on the list, on the maintenance list. It's got some airbags that are getting a little old. We just did 8 airbags on the truck I'm getting in. 2001 Kenworth T800. It's an 8-bagger, and all 8 are new. New brakes, shoes, drums. We should be up and going. We also did new steers. That was right before harvest. Put a set of Bridgestone 16 plies on. This is actually our second full season on this Cat C15. We had a full rebuild done. I believe it had just over 600,000 miles when we decided to do that. Hopefully a strong runner after that. Being pre-emissions, they're pretty valuable. Gave $20,000 for this truck back in, I believe, 2012, I believe. So we've had this truck a long time. No odometer's broke on it, but I'm guessing around 700,000 miles on it now. We're not a high mile type situation. See the steam coming off the ethanol plant. Like I was saying earlier, we're just a couple miles from home, makes it very convenient. Poet Biorefinery, Alexandria, Indiana. Looks like no line. That's game on. Now as we slide up here to the scale, pull out our remote, hit the button. You can see there in the mirror, tarp's opening up. We do a quick stop at the scales. They take a weight, check our moisture. We get to go in from there. From here we enter the plant. We'll get in line for the dumps. Went in 2007, I believe. This farm was for sale. It was had a lot of fence rows in, a lot of wet areas. In the year 2000, I believe it was for sale, or around $2,000 an acre. I can tell you around the 06-07 time frame that it was sold for $9,600 an acre later to build the plant. Right now I see there's a slot open on two. See Brennan pulling in our other truck. Brennan's going to pull from our 60-foot bin. I'm going to pull from our 48-foot. We can both load at the same time. Many times we can run 3 or even 4 trucks. Right now at the moment one's down and then the other one's the end dump. We typically leave it set. Just going to run 2 today. Kind of hard to hit that. We should be close. So we reach over here and drop our air ride. Always keep my hand cranking the side box. Wilson, Tempties, about all the brands. They take the handle off. Now at the back, we'll reach underneath. Drop our air ride on the trailer. Kind of hard to do with one hand, but we're making it. Yeah, that's me shifting left-handed. We'll be on our way. The field right across the road from the entrance of the Poet plant. It's our field. We ran the Case demo combine in that field. We got to run the Case 8250 for 3 days. Very capable machine, very impressed with it. The main difference you can see was the fact that Case combine, we didn't have stalk stompers on the gearing off Patriot corn head it had on. We run stompers on ours to kind of push those over, save on our tires. It makes it kind of easy to spot. Fields of ours that were ran with the Case, stalks were left untouched versus the stompers. This barn was built, equipment wasn't as large. We struggled to fit a few of the pieces between these buildings. We've adapted. This bin and this bin were added by my brother and I later, let's see, 2011 and 2017. The big bin we added was this one, and the distance 2015 for it that I'm getting ready to pull from now. This bin was built in 2015. I'm going to pull from it now. It's got a 10-inch unload. It does a real nice job. We run it off the same VFD that runs the leg. We flip from the leg to this. Can't run them at the same time for power limitations. So it works out real nice. Saved us from buying 2 VFDs and allowed us to put in bigger motors with our power restrictions. We're going to get lined up under the spout. Cold start. We're going to walk over to the VFD at the leg, get it turned on. For me, that's going to start my unload, and Brennan's here in the distance. We can both unload out of these bins at the same time. So I'm going to walk over. Right here's our VFD, and you can see on here, VFD to leg, off season, VFD to bin. We've got it set on the bin right now. We're going to haul a little over 1,000 bushels. Load that in a little less than 15 minutes. Got both trucks loaded at the same time. This bin's also got a 10-inch unload. We put 10-inch unloads in our 3 largest bins. The rest of them have 8s. We were on 6s until 2011, I believe. The corn we're pulling out of the bin is 15 to 15.5%. We're allowed 15.5 air to our ethanol plant, so we try not to overdrive beyond that. It happens at times. Some of the corn that was in the field this year was actually a little drier than normal, so anything that's below that 15 range was actually that when it came out of the field. We ran propane on the burner some, but predominantly we dried with air. On this bin, we start in the back. I save on the clutch and just let the hill do the moving. And we can actually load this truck without just let off the brakes, so kind of nice. So this Westfield auger was used for our wet corn before we had a leg. So we were running all our wet corn through this swing away auger. Our leg was put up, I believe, in 2013. And then we've used this auger to unload bins some, but mainly to unload trucks, filling the bean bins. Nice retirement job for our 9700 Ford. So as soon as I see it showing from the side, we don't worry about packing it. I'll let it roll back to the next set of tarps, or next set of tarp posts. There's 3 in the front, 3 moves in the back, 6 in total, get you a full 1,000 bushels. Let the hill do a little rolling. So I'm now moving to the front. And I'm waiting on the sound. A little bit different there, so I know I'm in the front. What, 500 bushel to go? We'll be on our way. We're full, ready to go. local Poet Ethanol plant. Keep checking in. We'll have updates from time to time. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thanks for support. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Happy holidays. Thank you.